My name is Björn Voitel. I'm the CEO of 3 companies. I'm a certified EC Council instructor. I've delivered several courses on the topics of offensive security and penetration testing, and I'm a penetration tester myself. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to give my opinion on the difference between certified penetration tester and the OSCP. I was challenged by EC Council, having taken prior the OSCP. They had some kind of sponsoring program there running there, where they gave out exam vouchers where you had to take the exam within 4 weeks. I was one of the lucky guys who got one of these vouchers, and we should make a comparison whether CPENT was more difficult than OSCP. Actually, it turned out that having already got the OSCP, I succeeded within these 4 weeks without much preparation time to achieve the CPENT. I was one of the first who globally achieved this certification, and of course also one of the first instructors, and so I also held the first courses for these ones. The CPENT was not so much difficult than the OSCP. That's also because the OSCP had a 24 hours exam, and on the CPENT you can choose whether you take one shot within 24 hours or you take 2 times 12 hours, which I would recommend for everyone taking this exam. So actually the OSCP was more stressful, also in regards of the report which you have to deliver within 24 hours after the exam. For the OSCP. For CPENT you have 7 days, and if in need you can even extend this period on a few days. Well, what both courses have in common, the exam will deal with capture the flag, but this is only one zone for the CPENT, while with OSCP they are concentrating on it, so you have to get some kind of user access to a handful of machines in the OSCP, and then make a privilege escalation to become root or system or administrator on a Windows system. The CPENT also has some other zones, like having IoT, where you actually have to analyze a firmware and search for hard-coded passwords, for example, misconfigurations. And they also have within this zone an OT element where you have to analyze Modbus protocol, so what is talking with which. Then they also have a zone called binary exploitation, where you have to do a buffer overflow, but within this area and also within other areas you will run into safeguards. In terms of binary exploitation, you will, for example, have the NX-bit set, which will prevent you from running code directly on the stack when you're doing a buffer overflow. We have address space layout randomization, all those things. And within the network you will run into firewalls and also access control lists, and you will deal within the course on how to analyze these, find these, and also how to circumvent these. Then another zone is dealing with pivoting. So you will pivot from one network into another, and also probably do a double pivot where you will pivot into another network from that compromised machine. So these are some kind of more unique features which you will find in the CPENT apart from the OSCP. Well, as I said earlier, I believe the CPENT is a bit easier than the OSCP. Mainly that's because of the exam structure. With the OCP, you will have to find one way into the machine. There are a lot of rabbit holes historically, and you will need to find when to go on. So with the CPENT, this is more straightforward. Also, you are not limited in what tools you can use. So if you have a vulnerability scanner, then by any means you can use that. If you can use Metasploit. Also, the exam is a bit other structured. You will, of course, you will get points in the capture the flag area for compromising machines, but there will also be other areas where they have some kind of multiple choice questions, not only dealing with getting directly to root, but dealing also with other topics. Actually, the exam there is a bit more easier than the OCP. I think that's not the right question to ask. I think both have their value and both have their own strong points. I think personally the CPENT is more aligned with the day-to-day penetration testing engagements. So you are finding an environment which is more configured like a normal network you will find within the enterprises. You will have it is very much goal oriented. So if you need to get root on some kind of machine, you are completely free to choose your way, and there are probably multiple ways in. So with the OCP, they normally have only one way in and only one way to get to root to do the privilege escalation. Also with the exam structure, as I said, with CPENT you have the opportunity of taking 2 times 12 hours, which is also more realistic actually, because I for myself would not conduct a pen test at a customer doing complete 24 hours. I will finish the day and then come back the next day, so or some days in between. And also delivering the report is not done directly afterwards. We need to have some quality adjustments in there, so we need to take some time to analyze the results and put in the reports. So this is also more realistic in that way. But on the other hand, OCP also has a different focus. They want you to actually not do the automatic stuff by using vulnerability scanners or tools like Metasploit. They want you to manually adjust the exploits, and this is what they want you to do. Also they have this philosophy of trying harder. So also the OCP, while for some it is some kind of very high achievement, for OffSec it is actually only the introduction. So yeah, so this is the main difference between them. Now the labs for both OCP and CPENT are browser based. Additionally, for OCP you can access these labs via VPN, and the same holds true for the cyber range. The cyber range is some kind of environment where you can test your virtual machine, which you have to set up prior to taking the exam, and also get a good understanding on how the exam environment would look like. So this is a very good preparation there. Now, while on the start, the cyber range did have some issues with performance. It has gone much more better than now, it is a very good thing to actually prepare for the exam. Now, the labs, apart from the CEH, they are not giving you the whole solution. So you have to find a solution for yourself. And this is also a topic where I would say for us as instructors or for the students, it would be a good idea to get some kind of solution template for these, to actually struggle, so you don't have to struggle with these. And also having some kind of scenario-based machines there, which you can run up for dealing with certain vulnerabilities, which we will discuss within the course. This would also be very beneficial for the students. Now, to be honest, I would say if you have the possibility, actually get both of these certifications. But I would recommend starting with the CPENT, because the CPENT is much easier. You don't have the stress, you don't have the time constraint in there. You are free on the usage of tools. Also, delivering the report is not so short-termed. So you will get all the knowledge you need within the course to actually tackle the exam, even if you are not so familiar with the practical one. If you want to prepare even for the CPENT, I would advise you to take the CEH practical. You should at least have the CEH for that one. But there are still some gaps in there, but we will close these within the course. So the CPENT is more general, while the OSCP focuses on getting the right exploit, finding the right vulnerabilities. There are normally a lot of rabbit holes trying to distract you. So this is, even as I said, it is more difficult, but actually the CPENT will be an ideal preparation, as some of my students have already told me. So yeah, actually go for both.